Hi everyone, welcome to Becoming Light. My name is Jazeera and today I want to talk about finances. A lot of people believe that it's for the privileged. They didn't come from money, so it's okay for them to not have it or they don't even try. But I dare to challenge that. Money is a skill and everybody can learn it. It's just math, and with time and consistency, anybody can reach financial success. And I'm gonna break it down for you. When my ex left me, yes, I did believe that I couldn't take care of myself financially. I wasn't very confident in providing for myself, and it was a bit scary at first, but I decided to take things into my hands, and I made a detailed spreadsheet about how much money I make, how much I'm supposed to spend. So I have a monthly budget, what I'm supposed to spend, and what I actually spent. I write down for each month. You can do it at the end of the month, or you can do it weekly, every day as you spend. I usually do it like as I go throughout the month, because I keep my spreadsheet at work as well, so I just enter it as I spend things. After doing that for a couple of months, every month, I see some progress. I see where I'm overspending and I'm taking notes. I'm like, oh, overspending on takeout. And next time I'm ordering something, I am mindful, or I go and get frozen food, or I keep a frozen food in the fridge for those days when I don't have the energy to cook. Yeah, I started, I used to get lash extensions all the time, and I realized Lashify is cheaper in the long run. I used to buy new clothes for my son from H&M or Zara, and now I realized that's waste of money. I'd rather save that money towards his education. RESP, by the way, I'm with CST Savings, I think. Highly recommend start saving for your kids' education as they're born, not later, and do not go with CST. I made that mistake. I'd rather go with the regular bank or Wealthsimple. I find that CST is way too complicated and their management fees are a bit higher. Sorry, off the topic. Yes, I realized I was overspending in a lot of departments, and it took me a while to reduce my expenses. And I started cutting my son's hair. Instead of spending $25 every month, I started doing my own nails. I became friends with Ukrainian community, and I went to these mommy and me meetings, and that's how I met them initially, and we started exchanging baby clothes, and we rotate around the group, and everyone's happy, and nobody is spending $150 on 3 pants and 3 t-shirts for a 6-month-old baby. Things like that. I reduced my expenses, and I made more room to save more. If you have a credit card debt, it's no big deal. In the long run, 5,000, 10,000 is not a big problem. You can pay it off. I would recommend keeping 10% of your income to yourself as as an emergency fund, or something tangible for you to see that there's progress. and pay off your credit card debt aggressively and try not to accumulate it anymore. Yeah, basically the secret is to reduce your expenses, monthly expenses, as much as possible, and increase your monthly savings as much as possible, and try buying things that appreciate in value over time. Don't buy crap. Cancel your Amazon membership. If you really want to buy something, give yourself a month or two. I'm not saying, don't reward yourself. Be mindful, take your time, don't be impulsive. If you really need it, it's okay to buy expensive shoes, but, be mindful that you're not buying only expensive shoes throughout the year and spend $3,000 on it. Because I have this spreadsheet that I work on. It doesn't have to be a spreadsheet. You can work on a mobile app. There's a website called NerdWallet. They recommend, the apps, the credit cards, everything else financial related. You can look up the mobile apps that they recommend and start using it if that's your thing. Also, travel credit cards, nice thing. I did take advantage of my travel credit card. I am with CIBC Gold Aventura. I was with CIBC, I just upgraded to the travel card. I flew to Mexico in December for $257 and 50,000 points round trip on Christmas, during the Christmas week. So that was sweet. Anybody can do it. People think traveling is only for the privileged. No, this is smart planning. This is taking advantage of what's out there, and nobody's going to tell you these things. That's why you need to be friends with people who take care of their money, want the best for their buck, always looking for ways how to optimize their budgeting, their money, how to increase their net worth. And don't buy things for credit. The cars, preferably pay cash. If you can't pay cash, you probably can't afford the car, so don't buy it. The houses, expensive. A lot of us need to get a mortgage, but everything else, if you have to buy it for credit, you can't pay cash, then you can't afford it. Basically what I do is I buy stocks. Everything I save, I keep some 1 month expenses in my savings account. I actually use Wealthsimple. I stopped using a regular bank because they charge service fee, banking fee every month. I think it's $16.95 with CIBC, and I think that's bullshit. Wealthsimple doesn't charge anything, and it gives you around 2%. It's like a checking/savings account, and you can divide your accounts. I have a checking account, I have vacation sub checking account, savings account. Every time I get paid, I just separate my vacation pay into that account. So that's my fund for traveling. I love traveling and it's very important to me, and that's how I fund it. I have a don't fret account. It's basically everything that comes up unexpectedly, and I just spend it from that account. It's also checking, but it gives 2% interest, I think. I keep some 1 month expense as an emergency fund because my job is very predictable. I don't need to keep a lot of money in savings, like in checking. Yeah, everything else I buy stocks through Wealthsimple. I do it with the TFSA because I'm not sure I'll be in Canada for retirement, so I would like flexibility of a TFSA. TFSA is a tax-free savings account. You basically, it's your money after tax, but you don't pay tax on the money that you made by investing it. And RSP is a registered retirement savings plan. It is for retirement, and you don't pay tax on the money that you put into your RSP, but you will pay it once you withdraw it, and you got to make sure that your income is low at the time when you do it. RSP, registered education savings plan, I think that's for kids, for kids education. Again, go with the bank, not CST savings. And there are other types of accounts that I'm not very familiar with, and you basically, anytime you have a question about a financial terminology, you just Google it, you look into it, you can research it. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it. I usually buy S&P 500. It's an index fund, collection of 500 companies around the world, and they combine their stocks together. And when you buy one stock of S&P 500, you are buying portions of all these companies. And historically, it gives 10% return every year. Some years it fluctuates, but usually if you take a 10-year timeline anywhere, it's average of 10% per year. Yeah, I usually buy S&P 500 or Coke shares. They go up in value pretty well, and they pay dividends. And then because it's one company, it's a bit risky. If it falls, you're gonna lose all of your money. So be mindful of that when you're buying one company stock. And then the next one is Berkshire & Hathaway. It's Warren Buffett's company. He used to manage things before, but now it's his successor. He still owns Warren Buffett owns the company, but he's not actively managing things at the moment. I don't buy cryptocurrency. I don't like risking. I like slow and steady, but it's up to you. Diversification is key. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Research, study. It's a skill that is acquired over time. Real estate can also be a good investment, flipping houses or renovating and selling, or renting it out doesn't seem to be a great return on investment unless you hold it for a decade or two and then sell it. Basically, stop buying crap, reduce your expenses as much as possible, and save as much as possible to buy assets that go up in value over time. That's how you get to financial success. I'll show you my spreadsheet. If it doesn't work for you, if it's too complicated, you can just work on a piece of paper or a mobile app, whatever works for you. Or I have this template in Notion that I found. I can share a link below. Here's my spreadsheet. As an example, I basically write down all of my income, all the little ones that I might have throughout the year, monthly budget for each month, what I usually make, the budget for that year, for that month, and like that for each month, At the end, I have a sum of everything, results for the year, right here. And the next one is a savings. It's savings. I treat it as an expense as well. Everything I write down here shows up over here as a total of everything together, overview of everything I have. Next, it's expenses paid by cash, and then debt, and then credit card expenses. Another thing I wanted to mention, donation is important to me. I feel good when I contribute, and I just want to share that, $10 in Canada stretches a long way somewhere else, and I think it's important to emphasize that and understand that extra $10 can feed a child somewhere else through the school week. And I donate with UNICEF. You can set up automated donation every month. And there are other charities, I think, as well, that you could donate. At the end, I have my goals for the year, for each month, some travel notes. At the end, I make notes of what I've done financially, things I'm proud of, and some other personal notes. It's basically like a draft of everything. Here I make some notes on what went wrong, what could be improved, where I can save money, optimize financial goals. Here I have my set income, set expenses, and maximum savings and stuff like that. Here I have my future value formula. It's basically how much I need to save, including the interest, in what timeline, to get to a certain amount. It's basically how much I'm supposed to save to get to a certain amount in a set timeline. And another thing I wanted to mention, there's this money blog that I like. It's called Mr. Money Mustache. It's basically a man who retired at 30, saving 80% of his income. And he also shares ideas on how to get there, how to save your money, his perspective on things. And I think it's very interesting. Basically, you need to take control of your finances. If you don't, it will control you. Take care of your money as if it's your baby. Good luck. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, leave a comment below. And I hope this video helped. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.